Hello farmers, welcome back to East Vineland. I'm very happy we bought this John Deere 6R. For some reason I kept thinking when I was recording Hinterland I bought an 8R, but it's a 6R because it's coming in very handy already because the T8 is seeding the wheat over, what field number is that? Is that like 72 or something like that? 67. I still got to get to the contract in field number 73. The class Arion and Frank is picking up the stones in field 49, 48, but the stones are really only in 48. And of course, we are now in the 6R plowing up this field, which had corn in it last year, so needs to be plowed. And then of course, we got to pick up some stones. We're probably going to be using the 6R mostly in this episode, while everyone else is doing some more work. We got to go down and take care of the barley field. I've been told that in precision farming, you can put lime down on a field, even though the crop is grown, as long as it's only in the first stage. So we're going to give that a go, put some lime down on that field. I do believe field number 48, right in front of us, needs some lime as well. So we may be going around spreading some lime. And in the meantime, yeah, just keep on doing what we've been doing. Just got to get some farming done to get the springtime stuff done. Definitely the wheat field has to be finished today because in April, can't plant wheat anymore. Wheat and barley can only be done in March in the springtime. If we move on to April, we can do the sugar beet, corn, and soybean all in April. I'm hoping also by tomorrow, I mean April, that we have enough cash to buy a big trailer for animal transportation. I can sell the animal trailer that we have now, and it's showing me like 20,000. But if I bring on down to the store and sell it, I might get like 24 or 25,000 for it. The trailer I want to buy is 80 grand. So between our solar panels, selling the other trailer, and by then we might have a little bit more diesel fuel I could sell. Should be able to afford it because our pigs, I want to sell some pigs tomorrow. We got to wait for them to get healthy again because they ran out of food at some point during the winter months. So we got to get their health back up before the value goes up. And yeah, I definitely want to sell some of them to get some out of there. We got a full pigsty. That happened really, really quick down there. And we just don't have enough pig food to supply that many pigs. But by me selling pigs, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of pigs ready to have offspring. So it's going to fill right back up pretty darn quick. But we'll try to keep on top of it. As best as we can. Ooh, still waiting for a morning coffee to kick in here. But first job first is plowing this field here, which won't take us too long. And then we'll go ahead and grab the spreader and go on down to the barley field down by the pigs and try to put some lime down. And even if I can't put lime down, then we'll come back and put lime down elsewhere. But we definitely got to put fertilizer down in that barley field. Try to get the field as best as we can for the year. But progress is pretty much done here at East Vineland. Yeah, we just got to buy a couple more implements. The animal trailer, which I already mentioned, and the windrower for the grass fields would be nice. And then, I know I keep saying and then, I think we're done. I can't really think of anything else that I really need on the farm. Other than, no, I think that pretty much covers it. Other than, of course, decorating around the farm itself, putting in some fences and other kind of stuff. But yeah, pretty much we are done, and we're just going to continue on this season. And when the season's over, and when I mean the season is over, it's going back to March of next year after we sell everything. Not the tractors and the equipment and the land, but the products that we have made. Because honey would be the last thing that we'll have to sell in March. Well, February/March, somewhere around there. But whenever that happens, that's when we'll wrap up East Vineland, whatever that may be. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I don't plan on doing a lot of contracts in between episodes or during episodes. I do have that one fertilizing contract I took at the end of the last episode, and I just mentioned I still haven't done it yet. Because I could use the $6 grand because our money is kind of on the low side. And of course, I'm going to have to buy seed, fertilizer, and lime here in the springtime to get these fields set for the year. And then it's just kind of like fast forward to the year and getting jobs done, get everything into production buildings, and seeing what they make. and hopefully for some good yields. Probably not I'm hoping for a really good sugar beet harvest this year, but we're only going to have one field of sugar beet. That may, that could change, because if I make enough money during the summer months, there's a slight chance we buy another field that has sugar beet into it and harvest that and put it into the fuel refinery. That would always be kind of nice. The more the merrier. But it's been a nice series. It was kind of fun starting with absolutely nothing. I actually built up faster than I thought in the beginning. I mean, the fertilizing contracts are what paid off for us. And then, of course, once we got a good amount of equipment, and, of course, doing the grass contracts, that did rather well for us also. Okay, so one more pass here, and then I got to get the T8 back to finishing planting some wheat. I saw that worker got done. There's 2 sections of that field. So you got the lower half done. Then I got to move on to the upper half. I think I'll plant the sugar beet. I'd like to plant the sugar beet this month, actually, because that means they'll be ready for harvest earlier. Because the earlier the better, because that way I can get all that sugar beet into the fuel refinery, and that can start processing, of course, the compost, pig food, fuel. Now, we should get a good amount of money from the compost as well. I don't know how much we're going to end up with. I know we still got maybe 100,000 liters of sugar beet left in the refinery to be processed. And that gets sold in May. I'll have to check the stock market. That'll tell me when it's ready, but I am done with the plow. I think I'm done with the plow. Yeah, when is that compost? Maybe that's September. I don't remember. Well, luckily this will tell us here. Compost. So right now we got 353,000 liters. Price right now is $90, and I can make $31 for it. Or if I wait until, September, when the best price is, we could get 446,000 for it. So that's looking really good. Wage payments are fine. Yep, that's going to happen. Let me zoom on over here. And we'll get Francine, whoever it might be. Let's see, I still got a good amount of seed in the drill, so I think we're good to go here. All right, let's go ahead and get a worker going. Create job. You need to be in this field here. And, and I think I'll have you do 3 Vinelands around here. That'd be good, because there is the sell point up here, which could be a little bit of a problem for turning around for a worker. It's like Frank Jr. is in charge right now. All right, let's jump back on down to the 6R. Oh, wrong page. Got it. There we go. Now we're good to go. Actually, I do want to plow. I didn't get a chance. I didn't do anything in between episodes. So I need to come over to this field that we're picking up the stones in. And I want to cut this corner up a little bit, so it's a smoother transition from the 2 fields. And I think I'm going to get rid of all these bushes up here as well. So we'll get the landscaping tool out and we'll paint in like meadow grass. Let's see. It's allowed to create field. And let me just do it kind of like this. I'll have to re-pick up these stones here because the worker's already gone by, but that's okay. And I don't really have to, but I think I'm going to, which is grab another soil sample for that little section. It'll cost me $150. Using all the tractors that we got. Let's wait for the sample to get collected, and then we can send it on over. Sample is gone. 150 bucks for that little sample. But you know what? It may pay off, it may not. Alright, I'm going to go drop off the plow. I'm going to pick up the spreader. I'm going to put some lime into it. And we'll head on down to the barley field, because I'm kind of curious. I thought on Elm Creek, which is going back, you know, November of 21. Yeah, November 21 when Farming Simulator 22 came out. I tried putting lime down in the field where the crops have grown. I couldn't do it. But someone did say that in precision farming, you can put lime down with the crop grown in it. So we're going to give that a go. So I'll see you down at the barley field by the pigs and see if we can put some lime into the barley field. Not lime, but fertilizer, because when I grabbed the sprayer, well, it was just about completely full of fertilizer. So I took care of the grass field up by the sheep. I went over and did the contract, and now we just finished up the big grass field, and now we're going to go over and take care of the barley field, which shouldn't take us too long. And that way, when I go to empty this thing on out, it's not going to have, I don't know how many containers, 5 containers. I think maybe fertilizer is 1,000 per pallet. So yeah, it'd be maybe 10 containers. So how bad is the fertilizer in this field? Well, it's not that bad, actually. The other farmer took care of it rather well. So you can see in the upper left-hand corner where we're at by the little red line. And, of course, the checker flag is where we need to be at. So this should give us a good amount of food for the chickens, if I decide to keep it for them. We do have, of course, the big wheat field that we're planting, so could feed them wheat as well. So it's either food for the chickens or to be made into flour. We just put it into the grain mill and then decide from there. Our second silo now, because we got the main silo up here at the farm, which has nothing in it currently. And I don't know if will have anything into it, but you know, a farm needs a true silo, so that's why we got one. Well, of course, I got it for the sugar beet, but then that ended up being a little bit of a disaster in itself, trying to get that taken care of. I should bring up the little mini map so I can kind of see where I've been, because with the crop being down, it's kind of hard to see, as I found out on Solyndra when I was trying to fertilize sorghum fields. And trying to fertilize sorghum fields after a harvest, and the stalks are still up, it was kind of hard to see where I've been unless I did an aerial view like this and look straight down. But you can see here where I spread the fertilizer, it's kind of hard to see where we've been and where we haven't been. So luckily, precision farming, if you put the little mini map up in the bottom left hand corner, you can kind of see where you've been. And I'm hoping by the time we get this job done, maybe they'll be done picking up stones, but I think that's going to be a process that's going to take a little bit longer. Because I do want to get that sugar beet in the field today. That way we have the earliest month to harvest that. But I still got to put lime down in some of the fields. But if I can put lime down in a field after the crop is grown, I'm okay with that. But you can see the color difference in the bottom left hand corner, so this field should be a lot better. I wonder actually how much better it is. We can check that right now, actually. Let me turn that off. So right now, yeah, the pH value is bad, but right now with the fertilizer, see, even with the pH value being bad, the expected yield is 128% out of a yield potential of 125. So that's pretty good. Let's go over to a section over here that has bad fertilizer in it. Wait, it's not there for a second. No, it says perfect. Where are we? Okay. So 118% out of 125. So it's adding... We're adding about 10% yield to the field by getting the fertilizer into the ground. And we should do better once we get the lime in the field. One more pass here. And for some reason, I double-clicked the button, so I got to back up to get that little section there. Thank you. And we got a really bad section right up to the middle here. I'm guessing that the red section could be when I probably was doing fertilizing contracts. And I probably got most of the field done and said, your contract is complete. And I went, all right, why bother with the rest of the field? That's probably a strip I never got to. Worker B is done. I'm going to guess that the wheat field is done. I have to see how they did going around that silo, but course play is usually pretty darn good. Now, any fields that we plant today, we will not fertilize until the crop grows. Because every time the crop grows into a different stage, it uses up more of the nitrogen in the field. So the later I can spread the fertilizer down, the better. Yeah, so this worker is about halfway done. And we're picking up stones where there are no stones. That's where we got the straw dust in the field, crop dust. But it is what it is. Alright, now I am going to go empty this on out. Because I don't have any more fields to spread fertilizer in. I'm going to top this off with some lime. And, well, fingers crossed I can put lime down in the field because that'll help us on out. And then after we get done with that, I'll check on the T8, bring that back to the farm. And the drill. I'm not done with that drill because I can plant soybean with that. Actually, I can plant soybean with a planter. So... yeah, I may do everything, all the other fields with a planter. Alright, moment of truth here. I think it's going to work. And yes, it does. You guys, when you give me suggestions, most of the time, I would say 95% of the time, it does work. I'm going to have to double test this now. I have to go back onto... do I have a map I'm testing on that doesn't have precision farming on? Well, I got to test it now. I got to figure out if we can plant and then put lime down. I may have to go back and watch that episode in Elm Creek where I was trying to put lime down in a field and it wouldn't go down because the crop was growing on it. Oh, wow. I am ripping through this lime rather quickly. Whew. All right. We're at $9,999 too. That reminds me, though, I do got to collect on that contract, so that's going to help us on out. Luckily, lime's not that expensive. But let me go in and collect on that contract, because I'm going to need that $6,000 at this point. Where are we here? Contracts. And, ooh, fertilized field 61 for $9,000? I mean, yes, please. Of course, yes, please. Alright, so that gets me back up to 16. So, thank you for the comment. Let me know that with precision farming, you can spread lime down while the crop is in stage 1. Alright, so now for giggles, we checked last time. So let's go in this field here. So, oh wow, look at that expected yield. 141% out of a potential 125. So without the lime, it's 128. So we're going up by 13% by getting this lime down. That's huge. That's better than 2% that you get for rolling. I'm just saying. I think to save me some time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember the price it is to fill this up with lime. It's going to take me a couple trips for all the jobs I got to do. And then with the easy developer mod, I'll just refill the spreader in the field and then charge myself, I'm just going to say $1,800. That'll be simple enough instead of just keep coming back here every time to fill it on up. Takes a little bit away from the realism, but will also save me a minute to come here, a minute to go back. a minute here, a minute there. It does save me a lot of time in the long run. Hello, sheep. Because this field's going to need lime, and this field, if you look at the values when I go into it, yeah, we're off by a good amount, especially when I get over in this section here. Oh, wow, look at that pH difference. The grass field here, this field may have been fixed with the pH value. You can kind of see in the bottom left-hand corner to where we have that issue where the pH values don't register. I mentioned in last episode, East Vineland has an update, which does require a new save game unless you want to edit the files yourself, but you're going to have to put down all your placeables down again. So I wonder if that I didn't read after I saw where it required a new save game and I had to do all that. I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that. But it may have fixed some of the issues with some of the terrain around here not registering, maybe for precision farming. I'm not too sure. But just be aware that yeah, there is an update to East Vineland that requires a new save game if you do so. But we should get a good amount of barley off this field, 141%. So that's what I know. So on hinterland, someone asked, why do I do precision farming and crop rotation? It seems like it's more work. Well, in a sense, is it more work with precision farming? It could be more, it could be less, or it could be about the same. But definitely the benefit of precision farming is you can get better yields off a field. The max yield on the base game is 100%, but with precision farming turned on, you can get up to 125%, I do believe. And with crop rotation, you could get up to 140 something, right? Something like that, 140%. So getting almost 40% more yield off a field, that's huge. And also a bonus is, well, I'm out of lime. The bonus also is, if you have a good precision farming score, you get a bonus for selling your material. All right, so this is going to help me out. Let's fill this up with 10,000, and then we're going to come in here and remove 1,800. Just saves me a trip of refilling this all the time, or going back to the farm and refilling it. I think this is where the Breedle spreader, which can hold like, well, I use a modded one, so I forgot what the base game one holds, but I think the modded one from Stevie holds like 22,000 liters. I'm using that on hinterland. I may actually go around and, since it's our last year, just go around, since I know the price of lime, and just do all of my fields. Except maybe the big grass field behind me, because that's kind of hit and miss. So, but if I'm going to do one, I might want to do them all. Yeah, but thank you for the tip, and let me know that we can put lime down, even though the crop has been or is grown and germinated, because this field definitely needed it. And I'm out of lime again. Remove 1,800, and then fill up with lime. Yep, those fertilizing contracts I'm doing are going to pay off, because yeah, we're going to go through the lime quite a bit. Yeah, I don't need to be spreading the lime that wide, actually, so I probably should actually tone it down some. May save me a little bit. All right, make sure I get that back on the widest spread. Yeah, you can see in the grass field on the bottom left-hand corner, those brown spots are some areas I could just not spread lime in this field because precision farming isn't working completely in this grass field. The only thing... Let's see, I don't think I plowed the field. We did replant the grass, but I didn't plow it. I wonder if that would reset it somehow. All right, so I'm going to continue on spreading lime in this field. I wonder if I'll catch up to Frank Jr. I think that's who's over there doing that. If I catch up to him, well, that's okay, but need him to get done so we can go ahead and plant sugar beet in this field today. Lime is cheap unless you use a lot of it. We're down to $3,600 in the bank account. Yeah, the new field that we bought, you can see the lime is just going down. Of course, you can see in the upper left-hand corner, like always, where we're at and where we need to be. Using up a lot of lime there, and of course, once we get to a field that we have spread lime in recently, you'll see that we don't go through that much lime at all. But since we're going to do half of the field, might as well do the entire field. But yeah, after I finish this field, I'm going to use whatever lime I got left somewhere else. And I'm going to have to go do that fertilizing contract to get some more money in the bank account. Luckily, our solar panels are making some good cash for us every hour as well. Just, yeah, spending money on workers and, of course, product for the field. Can I get this in one pass? I can. Good. I'm not going to be able to get to the end before I run out, so it's okay. Just another $1,800. It's getting us there. But in the long run, like if the good thing about liming the field, I wouldn't have to lime this field really again for another couple years. And we're out. Okay, it's last time I'm buying lime today, I think. Let's finish off this field here. And then I'll go spray it probably in the field I started the episode in the 6R, which we're still in, that we plowed. I'll go ahead and put lime in that field. Don't know the last time when I put lime in that field, but we'll get that one done. A small one. Then maybe the grass field could use some lime, actually. Not the one in front of us, the small one by the sheep pen. But now we're just waiting for Frank Jr. to kind of finish up picking up stones here. And then we can grab the T8 and grab the planter and come in and throw down the sugar beet. I don't know how much I spent in lime so far, but yeah, we had what, 16,000 at one point when I started putting down lime. Let's see, this is not going to be that bad. I'm not going to chew through the lime that much here. But no sense in emptying out the spreader. I might as well go ahead and put it into the field. And of course, once the class Arion is done picking up stones in that field, it's got to come over here to pick up stones here. And then we are done plowing fields and stone picking for the season. Going to get every nook and cranny of the field. Is that on the widest spread? No, okay, that's why. Hang on a second. Kind of forgot and narrowed it down a little bit. Alright, I'm going to finish up this field here with the lime. And I'll keep spreading the lime until I'm out of it. Then I'm going to go grab the fertilizer that I dumped in the farmyard. I'm going to go do that contract so I can get some cash in. I think that was, what, $9 grand? That'll be nice. And then we can grab the planter and get that sugar beet in the new field. I'm going to call it new field because half of it is a new field. Then we merge it together, so yeah, it's the new field. Of course, the barley field's new as well, but you know what I'm talking about. Well, I made a little bit of a blunder. I topped off as best as I could my fertilizer to get this field done for the contract. We're at minus $23. I kind of forgot that workers stop. We don't have cash to pay them. So what we can do, luckily for us, is to speed up time and get past the top of the hour. There we go. There we go. $3,000. And yeah, let's go ahead and... You know what? I'm not going to bother hiring a worker. It's only a couple more passes instead of hiring a worker to go up and down the rest of the field. I will take care of that after I get done fertilizing this field here. I had enough lime to finish up the field that we plowed at the beginning of the episode, and almost enough to finish the small grass field over by the sheep. So I got a little bit more to do there, but yeah, I'm pretty much as far as the bank is concerned, money-wise, we are just about broke. But the farm value, of course, is we're worth millions. But yeah, money-wise, I am broke. Until I get this contract done, then we'll get like $9 grand. So I'm going to finish this up, collect on the contract. I'm going to finish picking up those stones, and then I'll grab the T8, like I said before, and we'll start planting some sugar beet. Fertilizing done. We got the contract paid, so bank account's looking a little bit better, thankfully. I was kind of hoping to get to the sugar beet planting this episode, but yeah, I need to get ready and head on off to work. So we're just going to finish off a couple of things here. Got the 6R. Let's go ahead and give this a good rinse off. Already got a good amount of, maybe I got an hour on this already, maybe an hour and a half. But I am glad we made a purchase of a third tractor. Well, excuse me, a fourth tractor. I can't put your little brother on down here, 6R, the 710. Actually, it wouldn't be like a little brother, it'd be like a distant cousin, because that tractor is a little bit older than you are. So to be a cousin, never mind. Family tree stuff. Let me spray off the spreader here. Actually, I know it's kind of weird because there's a sprayer over here, but I'll just bring this over here. I'm done with the seed drill. With the soybean, corn, and of course sugar beet. We can get that all done with a planter. And that John Deere planter working with is a lot wider, so we'll use that. And I'm going to go ahead and wash off the T8 a little bit, which did a wonderful job actually planting the wheat around the north silo. Did the corners rather well, so I always prefer course play over the in-game workers. Of course, years ago, the in-game workers were... They've improved. To say it that way. They improved. I mean, they weren't that bad. You know, I'm going back to 13 and 15. Always seem to be... They've improved. Let me just say it that way. I do like course play just a little bit better because you can set up the course as you want to. And I don't get into course play as deep as I could and do a lot more things with it. It gets the things done that I want to get done the way it seems fit. But like anything, sometimes when you start doing something a new way, you find out, wow, I could have done this before, and it's a lot better. That's why I like trying out new mods, new things once in a while, because you never know what you're going to find to make your farming experience better. You know what? I can just go ahead and grab the planter now. I do need to top off with some fuel. Luckily, we got fuel, so it's free. I got a good amount of seed in here, but since I'm going up to get fuel, I might as well go ahead and put some seed in here. So even though I've collected on 2 contracts, paying off about $15,000, and we're advancing through the day and getting some money from our solar panels, that lime, even though it's cheap, we use a lot of it. But the yield's going to be pretty darn good. Still got 3,000 liters in this tank. But next time I go to sell diesel fuel, I'll have to bring the tanker on down, make sure we top this off. And let me switch this over so I don't forget. Although the only thing I could plant today in the month of March is sugar beet. Corn and soybeans have to wait. And that should be close enough. It is. I should double check. I mean, planters usually can do soybean. Yes, they can. So yeah, we definitely use a planter for the corn. Well, we gotta use a planter for corn and sugar beet. But we can use the planter for soybean as well. So that's as much as I got done with the lime on the grass field. I'll try to finish that off. I'll put lime in that. I'm going to try to do lime in all the fields, but you know, got to wait until the money situation kind of evens out. And fingers crossed that we get enough diesel fuel from the sugar beet being processed that I can sell that tomorrow and, you know, get enough money to buy the big animal trailer. And also, hopefully by then, the pigs will be at 100% health. And then we got some pigs that we can go ahead and sell at the market. Looking for pigs at least, you know, the max is 1,200. But anything, well, we'll have to see. Have to see what their total is. Let's go ahead and finish picking up the stones. Since we haven't picked up stones in a while, might as well go ahead and finish this off. I think we bought this stone picker on sale way back when as well. I did want to go ahead and get the, I think it's Black Sheep Modding that made one like this, but the working width is twice as wide. But this came up for sale secondhand, so we went ahead and bought this one. And right now, East Vineland is probably going to be the last series for a long time that I do stones on. Just like I said, on Hinterland, you know, stones were interesting when 22 came out, so I kept on doing it. And now I'm at the point of it's just time taking, and the benefit for bringing them to like a stone crusher to get lime. Although I just spent, I don't know how many thousands of dollars on lime. Would have been nice to, you know, get some free lime, but you know what? All the work you put into it, I think you know what I'm saying. Is it worth it? Kind of like rolling. But I've said this many times. It's a good thing about Farming Simulator. We have the options to turn these, like you can turn weeds off, lime off, stones off, or if you're the type of farmer that wants to do everything as realistic as you possibly can, you can have them all on. But as for trying to make videos and having to wait for a stone picker to pick up stones in a big field, I mean, these fields are I'm going to say they are big, but there are maps out there. Of course, they're a lot bigger than this one, and the fields are so much bigger. If you got stones turned on, it's going to take a while to get the stones picked up. I mean, we did sell stones, was that last episode? We sold stones, we got, you know, like $3,000 for them, so it's not too bad. I'm just trying to see where I plowed to expand the field. Got to pick these up, and then I want to get rid of these bushes at both ends of the field. Actually, I think I got to make one more pass here as well. If I miss a patch of stones here or there, it's not that bad. Although I still got to pick up stones in the field over by the bees. That's got to be done. Should be able to fit all the stones in that field into here. All right, let's go ahead and that is finished. So we can start planting the sugar beet at the beginning of the next episode. But I do want to get this done because I was going to do it last time and I forgot about it. And I've been talking about it this episode and I haven't got to it yet. So let's get to it. Just going to go ahead and plant meadowgrass, not short grass, meadowgrass. And land not owned by me. Ooh, okay. So let's make that a little bit bigger. Gonna eliminate some of my field there, but that's fine. That's going to be better for when we're turning the combine around or working anywhere. And it reveals some straw that I have down. And of course, we got straw, not straw. We got little bushes down here we needed to get rid of as well somewhere. Yeah, right along here. Ooh, they go quite a ways. The little shrubs, I do not a fan of them too much. They have their place, but not around my fields. There we go. Should be all set. There we go. That makes it just a little bit better around here. And yeah, now this field is ready, of course, for the sugar beet. So after we get the sugar beet planted, we'll be done for the month of March, and then we can move on, and then we can plant the cornfield, and of course then the soybean fields and everything will be planted. But also, as we advance to next month, that means the wheat field will be have grown. I got to go ahead and I got to put fertilizer there. The sugar beet field will have sprouted. We'll put fertilizer in this field also, and yeah, hopefully sell some pigs. How are the pigs doing though, health-wise? I mean, they should be up to about 30% by now, and maybe their value is going on up. Yeah, health is up to 30%. I'm hoping like these type of pigs are worth 700. Maybe by the time the health goes all the way up, we'll be doing good, because they're going to go through that pig food rather fast. I don't think I got any more pig food. Well, I should have by now, because we've been processing some more sugar beet. Still got 118,000 liters of sugar beet to be processed. And we do have, yeah, 6,000 liters of sugar beet. Diesel only got 7,000 liters, so not a whole lot. Yeah, I'm not going to get a whole lot more diesel out of it. So, I may have to sell the pigs using the small animal trailer, which is not that bad. I may not have that many pigs to transport. And that can hold 16. So that's, that's not too bad. It's not the end of the world if I can't buy the animal trailer tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.